Whether it's action adventure, turn-based strategy, or even shooter style games, I want to share with you guys today the 10 best mobile games that have launched so far in 2023. Over the past 6 months, so many games have come out, but there are some that are worth the pedestal, the best ones, and those are the ones I'm sharing with you today. First on today's list is Harry Potter Magic Awakened. This is the first time that we've gotten this Harry Potter game over on mobile, and a lot of people are waiting for it. It's a turn-based style strategy game with a lot of story and lore behind it as well for all of you Harry Potter fans that were just awaiting an experience that you could play on mobile. As you can see, it's a card-based system that allows you to engage in combat that is a different experience from many other turn-based strategy style games. But what really makes this one shine is that it's in the Harry Potter universe, a universe that is beloved by its fans, massive community of people that would die to play this game and that were waiting for so long, and it really did stand out well when it was released. It's a popular game made well that's going to last for a long time. Next up we have Brotato. This is one of those survival style bullet hell games that are extremely addicting. As you progress through the game, you're going to allow yourself or give yourself the ability to upgrade your weapons, unlock new weapons, and take down more and more larger groups of enemies that are bigger, stronger, and more deadly. You're going to have to move yourself around the map to collect all of the chips, which are going to allow you to get those weapons that we just talked about. These games are so much fun. They're also easy to pick up and play quickly, and on top of that, Brotato is available both on PC via Steam and on mobile as well, so you could take your gameplay on the go with you, or you could play it at your desk when you're in the office. It's a really fun game. It has a lot of competition in the space, but this one takes the potato, makes it a Brotato, and really puts a fun spin on it while keeping the combat what we really know and love. Tons of bullets and a lot of damage. Now, in the past year's time, we've had a lot of great action RPGs, but in 2023, only one massive one launched, and that was Torchlight Infinite. This game launched quite a few months back, but it is the highlight of the year when it comes to action RPG games. This one being very free to play, amazing looking, and really true to its earlier renditions over on console. Torchlight Infinite takes the whole action RPG world, hack and slash, magic abilities, ranged combat, and mashes it all into one with a mobile experience that really is incredible. Now, additionally, it's available on PC as well via Steam, so you could play it on the go, on your phone, or you could log into the same account and play it on your PC. The combat here feels really good. I've played quite a bit of this game, being that I love Diablo Immortal and I'm in the action RPG space, to the point where I tried out many, if not all, of the classes inside of the game and really got an idea of what they all felt like. This one kind of stands out because of its gameplay and because of the graphics of the game. Not looking too hell and dark like, but more having a cartoony feel and having a really casual yet deep vibe at the same time. Lost in Play. This is a game where a boy and his sister are trying to save the world. Inside of this game, which is a platformer style game, you have a lot of puzzle mechanics to get through. It's an extremely atmospheric style game, as well as you can tell it's really heavily focused and reliant on the genuine and really cool looking graphics the game has to offer. As you encounter different zones inside of the game, there'll be different puzzles that you need to discover, figure out, and put together so you can progress to the next stage. I'm not particularly a puzzle style player myself, but for all of you that are, this is probably one of the better ones that came out this year. Really original game, something different and refreshing in the space. All right, all you people that are waiting for the shooters, we have Arena Breakout. This game right here is incredible. It reminds me of Battlefield when we're talking about graphics go, and it has a nice combat system that really focuses on the shoot and loot style gameplay. Now, we know we have Warzone coming out later on this year, but this is something a little bit different from what we know. This is different than Call of Duty Mobile, different than PUBG Mobile, and it offers us just a unique shooter gameplay experience, different than what we have right now. Like I mentioned, the game looks incredible as well, so it's not your typical mobile style graphic package. It really has more of a console slash PC feel to it, as much as a mobile phone could go. Mighty Quest Rogue Palace, another action RPG style game. You may know the name Mighty Quest from previous titles on mobile. This one here is your typical action RPG style game. It's a little bit more casual than what we mentioned earlier in the video, and definitely a lot more casual than something like Diablo Immortal or an Undawn. but it gives you that action RPG feel that you want, this one in a more quick and digestible experience than even Torchlight Infinite that we mentioned earlier on. It takes you into the universe that you may already know and love from the past, and it gives you that feeling of action and combat that many people like. The combat's pretty basic, as you can see from the controls right here. They are what we all know and love in action RPG, so there's nothing new to learn, and it's just a different game that gives you another option to explore the genre. So many great games have come out already, but there are so many more to come. Which ones upcoming are you most excited about? Let me know down below. All right, now you wanted a survival style game, and you wanted one with shooting and zombies and all of that. Well, Undawn has everything that we just mentioned. This game was brought to us by the makers of PUBG Mobile, if you can't already tell from the graphics. Inside of Undawn, you're going to have to create and build your homestead that's going to really keep you alive, and where you can build everything that you need to thrive out in the open world, where you're going to need to fight off zombies, beasts from the woods, and of course other players that are trying to take what you have. Undawn is going to be one of the biggest survival style games that are available on mobile, in my opinion. It mixes the combat that we know from PUBG and puts it in a survival world that can take up endless hours from your day just trying to create, build, craft, grow, and make yourself survive. I mean, inside of this game, you even need to exercise, use the toilet, and take a shower, because we know cleanliness is very important. Combat's super fun and something that's intuitive to players who already had combat systems on mobile already, and it's just a great game that I think has tons of potential to be something massive in the future. Vampire Survivors is our next bullet hell style game that is really focused on surviving, but this one with a retro feel. Another really fantastic game here, and if you're into the survival style bullet hell games and you're into games from NES like a Castlevania, for example, this game is right up your alley. It has some great mechanics that really make the game difficult. This is not an easy game to conquer, and it really has more of a feel of games from 20 years ago where you weren't handed victories and handheld throughout the entire game. This one's hard, you're gonna need to use strategy, really focus, and after you die hundreds of times, come back for more. Honkai Starrail. I know that you knew this one was going to be on the list. This is an amazing turn-based strategy game that incorporates a world surrounding it that you get to explore, go through a campaign, and have tons of lore and story alongside of your amazing graphics, incredible combat, and turn-based strategy that I know you already love. If there is one game that I wish I played a bit more of this year, this would be the one. Honkai Starrail is one I've put a few hours into myself and thoroughly enjoyed, but again, I wish that I spent some more. If you like games like Raid Shadow Legends, turn-based strategy style games, you need to give a shot to Honkai Starrail, because it has the same mechanic, but in my opinion, boosts things up a notch in every area. Combat, graphics, story, lore, everything. Next, we have Omega Strikers. We needed to have a game that was some sort of a sporty-like game. In this one, it looks like a knock hockey board or a soccer field, but in actuality, you have different heroes on the board, and you are trying to score on your opponent, all the while beating up on them with the different heroes that you have, all with different abilities, different skills, and things that allow you to customize your gameplay. This one here has a really great opportunity for you to play with friends as well, and it really has a good vibe of something like a Brawl Stars style game, which we all know and love from Supercell. This one's really a lot of fun. The graphics are on point, the colors are there, and it has the characters that you may need or want just to fulfill your day. And the last on the list is Monster Hunter Now. This one here, well, it's like our Pokemon Go, but in a Monster Hunter world, which a lot of people are actually going to like. This is a game that you take on the go, you take it out into the open world, and you hunt for monsters. Definitely a different rendition from anything we mentioned on the list here today, but something that also has potential to be very, very good, especially if you're a gamer who doesn't want to be stuck behind the desk or on the couch. Take it on the go and do some exploration the way people did years ago with Pokemon Go. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on tomorrow's list.